하나, 둘, 셋!
락팀 클로즈업 디렉스입니다.
네, 안녕하세요 여러분. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today is a very important day for the T-Rex squad because we are celebrating our first anniversary. Let's go! In this lovely opportunity, please let me introduce myself. I am Nare, the leader of the T-Rex squad and your very own host for today's Q&A. It's been a wonderful year with you guys, but I couldn't help it. I need to dig more about you guys, so please be prepared as we go to the very first member, our eldest, 우리 enchantress, Auntie Sona. Please welcome Auntie Sona. Auntie, can you please introduce yourself?
네, 안녕하세요. 저는 인도네시아에서 하나 반짝인 하나, 소나입니다.
Wow, that is the cutest introduction, but yes. Auntie, we have known each other for quite some time now, so I have prepared 5 questions for you. And the first question is, what was the most challenging thing this year and what did you grow from in this group? Can you please tell us?
The most challenging thing is to start covering in an individual cover group. To be honest, this is my first ever group that I grow together with. So I think I improved a lot of my vocals, rap, teamwork, even personal matters that I learned from my members like patience and understanding each other.
Ah, I see. Well, Auntie, since we've been through a lot too, I've been thinking if there's one thing that you could improve, what would it be?
I actually can't just mention one since I want to improve anything I could.
Oh my god.
But if I had to pick one, then I'd like to improve my vocals, specifically on harmonizing.
Ah, yes, I truly agree because harms are very tricky. And to be honest, I can't wait to hear more of your beautiful vocals in our future covers. So please, bless us. Auntie, yes. Ding, ding. For the next question, or the third one, the question is, what's the milestone that we have achieved together that you're proud of?
To start our own platforms and being an independent group, lasting for a year until now nicely. For me, that's a good achievement that 4 members could do in a year.
I totally agree with that because it's been challenging and it's been an honor, and I do believe that we still have so many great memories to create in the future. So Auntie, can you please write a letter to yourself and the members for the future?
Dear T-Rex, sometime in the future, I hope we're still breathing there and everything is just fine. I also hope we're still together and any problems we would face makes us even stronger. I'm sure that Sona will shine as a brighter flower, Oma will be the best leader we have, CJ will always be our jewel, and Jeje will always be our lovable mug. Don't give up on anything that happens there. We can do anything together as long as we love each other and our Rexxies. Fighting!
This is making me emotional. Thank you so much for the letter, Auntie. And the last question that I have for you. How do you want to grow as individuals while staying connected here as a group?
I want to learn more things because there are lots to explore. I want to learn more about audio mixing and I'd like to make use of anything I can do so T-Rex can roar even louder.
Yes. Well, that concludes our first Q&A session with our dearest Auntie Sona. Give it up for Auntie! Thank you so much for your time. Next, we're going to the second eldest member, which is me.
Question for Oma.
Oh, we're starting.
What is the song that you really want this group to cover and our song covers that you want to recommend to our listeners?
Ah, yes. I would really love for us to cover something dramatic and heavy.
Oh my
and
God.
then for the songs that I really would love Rexxies to listen to, please stay tuned for our future release cover. It is Gaslighting. That is my favorite song, so please stay tuned.
My question to Oma is, write a letter to yourself and to your members for the future and read it out loud.
Okay, dear T-Rex members, I hope we never lose our spark, our love to create art and be true to ourselves. I hope that we always find our way back home to each other, to stay strong together and shine brighter and brighter in the future. Dearest Auntie, I wish you all the happiness and greatness that may come. So please know that you are welcome here and feel free to lean on me whenever you need me to. I'm here for you. Dearest CJ, I might say this a lot already, but it will never change. I love you. You might put too much pressure on yourself and get too overwhelmed. So I hope that you can take it easy on yourself and be kinder, one step at a time. Because for me, you don't need to be perfect. I truly cherish every single one of your imperfections too. Because for me, you're always my CJ. To our dearest 𝐷𝐼, Jeje, you are always deserving of an unconditional love. You don't need to do too much. Because for me, you are always enough. So don't be too hard on yourself. And please give yourself the same amount of love that you've been giving to other people. One day, I hope that you can see how bright and inspiring you are from my point of view. I love you. Dear 𝐷𝐼, I hope you never forget to be humble and kind because you have so much love to give. You have so much passion to persevere and many, many more to learn in the future. The world is beautiful. The world is worth it. Your voice is worthy. Fighting 𝐷𝐼. I believe it.
So the third question is, what was the most challenging thing this year? And what did you grow from this group?
It's the mixing for me, definitely. Because I have a lot of expectations when it comes to it, and I know that I have so much more to learn. So I will keep on learning and trying to become better in it. This year, I've learned how to rap clearer and pronounce my words better from Auntie. And from CJ, I've learned how to harmonize tighter and stabilize my mixing better. From the panning, the fading, the denoising, the preset, all of it. And from Jeje, I've learned many great designs. It's like the templates, the captivating energy in songs, and also how to set a tone in a song, and balancing. She's really the greatest when it comes to paying attention to details, so I really respect her for that. And personally, I've learned more about my lower range and the high range in songs. It's a lot in a year. Honestly, I couldn't be more grateful to learn it from the T-Rex squad.
I have another question for 𝐷𝐼. What's one thing you're excited to accomplish together in the coming year with us?
One word. Original song.
Okay, for the last question is, what a milestone you guys have achieved together that you're proud of? That's all.
Alright. For me, if it's just a single milestone, I don't think I have that because I'm always proud of every single thing that we have done until now. How we always stay in contact and how we keep staying true to ourselves. And I'm so proud that we always find our balance in harmonizing because it's amazing. Every single time I do the mixing, I'm always reminded of how seamless we are blended in. I'm sorry. I'm just so proud of that. Well, enough about me. Now let's go to the third member of the T-Rex squad. This is 우리 Sapphire Lady, the stunning and brilliant vocalist. Let's give it up for CJ! CJ, can you please introduce yourself?
Hey guys, I'm CJ. I'm the main vocalist of T-Rex. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you! Yes. CJ, I have a question for you. What's the milestone that we have achieved together that you're proud of?
For me, there's a lot of things that would make a good milestone for us, but I'd say the biggest one was definitely when we opened our own YouTube channel. Because if you open a YouTube channel, it means you have an audience that you dedicate your covers to and that likes your covers and enjoys listening to them. Something else would also be when we opened our own social media like Instagram and TikTok. That really showed me that we are something, and I'm really proud of my group.
I agree because when we decided to open our own platform, there is many things to be considered. And it's also very challenging. I'm very proud of us. Next, for the second question, if you could describe this group as a song, what song would it be?
This might sound really biased, but I feel like a song that really screams T-Rex is just 𝐓-𝐑𝐙𝐆 by Monsta X. It's the first song where we got together as the group we are today, where we found out about each other's vibes and just how well we go together. The song is energetic, the song is sensual, the song is bright. It's just T-Rex, you know?
The song is the song that started it all. And I agree because it embodies us so well. Next, can you please write a letter to yourself and your members for the future and read it out loud for us?
Dear members, first of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you for everything, for being my family, for being my second home. When we first got together, I didn't know what to expect. because I've never experienced a situation like that, being in a group like that. Just thank you for all the memories we've collected together, for everything we've been through, for all the ups and downs, for always being there for me, for listening to me, for building up my confidence, and for just being my friends. I love you guys so much. And to you, CJ, please never let your self-doubts or insecurity get in the way of being who you are. I know you're a really, really big perfectionist sometimes, and that's totally fine. That's what makes you you. But just try to limit it a little more because it's holding you back. And it will take a lot of pressure from you sometimes. Love you.
Live out loud and live without a doubt. And thank you so much for all the great memories we have together, and cheers to many more to come. So, for the next question, if you can learn a new skill together with all the members, what would you want it to be?
A skill I would want to achieve with my group together is more a psychological thing than a physical thing, like improving singing or improving rapping. And that would be to just learn to take our time, to not pressure ourselves that much. I feel like my members can agree that whenever we do a cover, we tend to rush things. We tend to overwork ourselves. We tend to be perfectionists. We tend to think we need to have a really, really tight schedule. I feel like it should be like whenever we do a cover, it should be fun. It shouldn't feel like a duty that we have to complete. Like this song has to be done by this day. This has to be done by this day. We should let it flow more because it would take a lot of pressure and it will maintain the fun of singing together, and that's what it's all about.
Yes, I do think that's true because sometimes we put this some kind of invisible pressure on ourselves, and we want it to be so perfect. We are all perfectionists in turns. So yeah, I get it. We truly need a time to take a breather and also appreciate what we already done and we already achieved until now. For the last question, what was the most challenging thing this year, and what did you grow from this group?
The biggest challenge was definitely when we decided to go independent, as an independent group, because it meant that we had to do everything by ourselves. And we had to ask ourselves first if we have the time, if we have the skills, if we can just do it, because it means we have to maintain everything we do. We have to make up a schedule. We have to release covers. We have to edit everything ourselves. But we got there, and I'm really, really thankful and proud for my members to take things into their hands and make such a good thing out of it.
Woo! Let's go! Let's give it up for the T-Rex squad! Let's go! We are all, at the end of the day, better together. Let's seize the moment. Ding! And so thank you so much for your time, CJ. It's been an absolute pleasure. Next, we're going to the last member and also the youngest. 우리 막내, 우리 god hand. Please welcome Jeje. Jeje, how are you? Can you please introduce yourself?
네, 안녕하세요. 저는 제제입니다. 저는 인도네시아 사람입니다. 만나서 반갑습니다.
네, 만나서 반가워요. 네, 재영이, you've heard the questions from all the other members. Let's go. I have a question for you too. First, what was the most challenging thing this year? And what did you grow in this group?
Actually, the most challenging thing in this year is controlling my emotion. Since this year had been so tiring than the last one, I'm still learning to calm myself down every day, and I tried my best for it. This year also, I didn't grow much, but I think my art design was getting some improvements.
Thank you so much for your honesty, Jeangi. We truly hope that this year will be your year, and please feel free to tell us anything if you need, okay? We will always be here for you. But we'll also talk about that topic. Do you think you have one thing that you appreciate about your members that you might don't tell them enough?
Even though I may look distant from them sometimes, I really appreciate them for caring and being respectful to each other. I really appreciate how they show their affection to me, and I'm so sorry that I'm too aloof sometimes.
It's okay, Jiang. It's okay. We understand. But she is the biggest, sweetest samoyed in our group. So if you don't know it yet, she is the maknae. And as a maknae, I have a question for you. Do you have any milestone that we have achieved together that you're proud of?
I'm proud of everything that we have created until now. So I really appreciate every single milestone that we achieved this year. I hope we could achieve more milestone next year.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, cheers to us. And also on the topics of in the future. Is there one thing that you hope that never changes in our group? And what is it?
I think we should keep being humble and more important, be our authentic self. Also, I hope our spirit it will never change since we are strong together and we complete each other.
Yes, I agree. And this is the last question, and this will be the very last question too for this session.
What?
Jiangyi, can you please write a letter to yourself and your members for the future and read it out loud to us?
So for myself, be more kind and respecting each other. For our leader, Manare, I trust you no matter what. So please don't hurt yourself. You are important here as a human and as our family. For Auntie Sona, we are so grateful you are here with us, with your affection. I really appreciate it that much. Please don't be alone. The last one is for Omoni CJ. I'm still hoping that we could talk easily, but due to my language limitation, I couldn't do it just yet. Please be healthy for all of us. Be happy in the future, and I hope we could stay together until then. Happy anniversary for us. I love you all.
I love you too. We love you. Thank you so much, Jiangyi, for the kind words and the heart-touching letters. And so, happy anniversary, everyone. I'm so grateful that we have finally reached this point. And to all of you guys that's watching, we are finally here to the very end of the Q&A session. Thank you so much for listening to our song covers and staying tuned to our newest covers and posts. Please don't forget to support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, TikTok, and Telegram. Until then, see you, T-Rex logging out.